What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream. And today, manager Mikel Arteta has been speaking in the press conference about Stan Kroenke and what he said to him. Florentino Perez has come out fighting, saying that the Super League is not over and that, you know, he's gonna find clubs who pull out of this competition. He's not just gonna let them go without a fight. Also, we'll look ahead to something we've pretty much forgotten about. Arsenal have got a game tomorrow against Everton. Doesn't feel like the biggest of games to me, to be honest. Although I will do a watch along and cover it. And big up everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will be, for all those of you asking, I will be at the Emirates tomorrow, of course. Come on. I'm not all talk people, you know. I've done a lot of videos talking about Kroenke has to go, this, that, the other. So, yeah, I will be at the Emirates tomorrow, 6 o'clock, people. Big up everyone in the chat. Hope you're well. We got a nice sunny day here today, man, so it's not bad. Big up Thomas. Yeah, Josh Kroenke. There was supposed to be a conversation between the Arsenal Supporters Club today and Vinay, but Josh Kroenke is going to be there now. I think Stan would have probably sent him to do this and said, look, man, you need to go and talk to them, man, and calm them down, you know. So Josh Kroenke, 4 o'clock. So I'm sure over the next couple of hours, we'll hear quotes from that in the press conference. On a social media. Press conference was earlier today. So Josh will be there. I hope they give him a hard time. So there will be a watch along. What I'm going to do, obviously, the game starts at 8 o'clock. I will be at the protest at 6 o'clock. I'll stay there for a little while, and then I'll leave, get back, and do the watch-along. So there won't be a lot of build-up prior to the game tomorrow. It may be 10, 15 minutes before the game. I will get live. There will be a watch-along, Arsenal against Everton, but there won't be no 45-minute, 1 hour build-up before the game, because obviously I'll be at the protest, and hopefully, you know, will be a lot of numbers there. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, a lot of people tweeting. What I said yesterday, I had a fantastic show yesterday with Lee Judges, man. He's done it again. A great show, and we were talking about what fans can do from around the world, because a lot of fans were saying, you know, I can't make the protest. What can I do? And I was like, look, you know, what we need to do is get Kroenke out trending. That is the biggest thing for me. Get that trending, Kroenke out, cover your socials, put that all over the place. Any footage that people put up, I'm going to try and record some of the footage when I'm at the protest. I may upload it on YouTube, actually. And we've just got to share content, and, you know, but that Kroenke out hashtag is vital. So, yeah, I will try and do a bit of a live from the protest. I will then travel back home, and I will do a watch along for the game. But as I said, it may be 5 or 10 minutes, 15 minutes of build up before the game, because obviously traveling from the Emirates back home, and there may be a lot of traffic down there. So we're going to be busy tomorrow, people. You know, I can't just be about the talk. You know, I got to back it up as well. So I'll be at the protest. I know a lot of people involved in Arsenal social media and YouTube and stuff are going to be there. There are even rumors that Jack Wilshere is going to be there. Apparently, he said that he's going to try and get there and show his support. I mean, that'll be fantastic. And what I think is brilliant is that the likes of Ian Wright tweeted Kroenke out, which I didn't think he would do, because, you know, he works for Arsenal sometimes. AFTV have got behind it. They're now saying Kroenke out. So there's a real movement. As I've said, it's going to be difficult to get this guy out of the football club. I don't think anybody should sit there and think, you know, this protest is just going to make Kroenke sell. I don't think he will. We're going to have to really, really damage this guy's product and damage his reputation to force him to a point where he decides, look, I'm going to sell this football club. It's going to take more than one protest. For me, the biggest one is when fans can go back to the stadium, you've got to leave the seats empty. For me, that was a big reason why Arsene Wenger was pushed out of the football club, because I went to games at the end of that season where he left. where I honestly think there was 15, 20,000 seats empty. And yet they would lie in the newspaper and say, 58, 59,000. There was probably 40,000 there. So yeah, listen, we've got to go for it, people. We've got to start. This is only the start. Some people think tomorrow is we're going to get him out tomorrow. This is just the starting point, and we've got to continue. This fan base has to come together. There hasn't been enough unity amongst this fan base for a long time. Way too much division. This is the time to stick together, keep going, and let's try and get him out. Anyone who's there tomorrow, man, shout me out. I'll be there if you're coming down there. You'll see me down there, man. I'm sure everyone's going to be standing around the front where the club shop is. And listen, let's start this movement. Let's get the football club back. Big up Guna, lad. Big up Curtis. Love your show. You hear they're planning a British Super League, which will feature Rangers and Celtic. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, isn't it, to come out with that. After all this about a European Super League, they're now saying there could be a British Super League with Celtic and Rangers being moved over to the Premier League. I mean, I don't know what kind of damage that would do to Scottish football. I think that would really damage Scottish football. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be asking Josh the questions. It's the Arsenal Supporters Trust, I believe, are asking him questions. So look out for that. And maybe I'll try and put some of the answers up on my social media accounts. Every home game protest, yeah, that definitely needs to happen. Big up South London's finest. What I would say about Arteta is he's a puppet. Go after the puppet master always. Go after the puppet master always. Yeah, I hear you. Curtis, you actually stopped me to buying the shirts. Yeah, I agree. I think, I fell into the 424 hoodie earlier on in the season. But yeah, listen, if he's still in charge, I can't be buying none of them shirts next season. It's got to be left alone. I'll see you by the cannons, bro. I'm there. Anyone there, come shout me, man. I'm there, people. Robbie's going there. I think DT. I think everyone pretty much in and around AFTV is going. Like I said, I've heard Jack Wilshere could be there. There'll be loads of press there. Let's make ourselves seen and heard, man. Big up RJ, Kroenke out. Leave a like. 6 p.m. tomorrow. Can't wait, boys. Come on, man. We have to make ourselves heard. Like I said, the fans are the blood of any football club. They keep a football club ticking. And I think tomorrow is a nice start for the club, for the fans to fight back. It is a nice hoodie. They drew me in, man. The black and red and the 424. Oh man, when I seen it, I was like, "You've done me, haven't you? You've absolutely finished me with that one." But nah, listen. Unfollow all socials. Yeah, I mean that could be one as well. Bread is bread, Listen, let's talk about a few things. Big up Alvin said, I'm at the gym watching your stream. Appreciate the support, man. Mikel Arteta did his press conference today. Spoke about a few things. Said things that I expected him to say, really. I don't know. He's not going to come out and have a go at the owners, is he? It's hard when you're in a working environment and you disagree with what's going on in that environment. It is very difficult at times to publicly disrespect them. But at the same time, you don't have to go along with what they're saying. I mean, listen, we'll talk about the quotes briefly and what we think about that and what he said. So this is what Mikel Arteta said in the press conference. I'll try and zoom in on it so you guys can see it. So Arteta was asked when he found out we were signed up to the Super League. He said, I found out a little bit before the news was leaked. Then everything was completely out of control. The world reacted in a really unified manner. I didn't really have time to think about it, reflect, or evaluate anything. By the time it was out, a big tsunami already came on and basically killed it. Yeah, so he's avoiding his real feelings there, but I understand that. He then says, on who from the board has spoken to him. He said, Vinay spoke to me and explained a little bit what was happening. The process just before that was announced. He was very clear and transparent with me. I understand the reasons why we could not know. Obviously, we were not involved in the decision and we understand the logic of it. Interesting. And he said here on whether anyone has apologized to him. He said, yes, starting from Vinay, the ownership and everybody that is involved in the process, all of them with the right intentions to defend the club and put the club in the best possible position for now and the future. Loves that word process, right? And he says, but accepting that the way it's been handled had terrible consequences and it was a mistake, I really have to respect that when people have genuine intentions to do the best for the football club, if it doesn't happen or is not the right thing to do, they can stand up here and apologize. I'm speaking for myself, and I think the players, staff, and everybody working at the club, we have to accept, move on. The way it's been handled has been really good internally. I mean, Mikel, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's a little bit puppety for me, as you're saying, man. It's a bit like, Number one, you're talking about, bro, you're talking about the apology. They stand up here and apologize. Bro, I ain't heard the Kroenkes apologize to no one. They put out some flimsy statement that was signed the board at the end. It didn't even say from Stan Kroenke. It said from the board. You know, the Liverpool owner, listen, every owner has made mistakes in this. But at least the Liverpool owner sat there, recorded and spoke and said, listen, this is my apology. This is why it happened. And this is why we apologize. Whether you respect it or not, forget it. But the guy sat there and spoke. Stan Kroenke has not said anything. There's no statement. There's no video. He didn't even put his name attached to that. So when Mikel Arteta is saying they can stand up here and apologize, bro, they haven't apologized. Do you know what I'm saying? They didn't apologize. You know, so I don't want to hear him talk about, oh, they stood up here and apologized, because they haven't. They haven't said anything. Stan doesn't care about the fans. You know, the way it's been handled has been really good internally. Well, what about externally, bro? What about the fans? You know, what about the fans? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Scott said, Curtis, bro, I watched the whole interview. Arteta kept saying the timing was wrong. This Super League will be back. 100% for me. Listen, I totally agree with that. I don't think for 1 second that the Super League is just gone. That is the end of it. I think it will come back. And I think there will be another time when they will bring this to the table. Wenger Arteta. He said here on whether there was any communication from the Kroenkes. He said, yeah, I had some communication. It's funny how he says some, which means probably very little. And he said, I spoke with them yesterday. The communications were in the same terms as always. Every time we need something and every time something is happening, they are straight away ready to act, to give the answers they can do, to give us the support they can do. They've done it again. I mean, you know, your boy Lee Judges will probably say they've done it again, but I don't think he'd say that because they've done it right, you know. He said on whether the Kroenkes apologized, he said, yes, absolutely. Obviously, they have maximum responsibility of running the club, and this is what they said. They apologized for disturbing the team, not having the capacity or ability to communicate in a different way earlier. They explained their reasons why. They wanted me to pass on the message to the players. That's all you can ask for, the way they've done it. I have to accept it completely. Mikel, listen, I get it. I get it, man. You're in the company. Like, no. I'm going to watch the full press conference. I have to admit, I haven't watched it all, so maybe he's coming across on a bit in a different manner, but I feel like he's defending them too much with them comments. You can kind of pull away from it and say, listen, you know, they said, I feel like he's defending him. He's saying internally everything was handled great and I understand their reasons and they've apologized and they've spoke. Just relax, Arteta, man. Just say I didn't know about it. You know, they've made their statement and kind of distance yourself from it. You know, we understand, because I don't believe these managers knew about it, because I think these owners said, we can't tell the players or the manager, because if it gets leaked, everything is ruined. They all wanted to announce it together. So I don't necessarily believe they all knew. But Regin, you don't have to come out and say, yo, man, they handled it well. They apologized. They've explained. I don't want to hear that. I told you, man, Boris Johnson settings here, man. You know, Boris Johnson said, listen, the man is a company man. You're right. I don't expect him to necessarily come out and say what Stan Kroenke did was totally out of order. He's handled all this wrong. I don't expect that. What I don't expect you to say is they've handled it all very good. They've come out and apologized. They had to keep it quiet and all these things. Come on. That's defending them. That's different. I don't expect you to go on the full-on attack at them. Of course not. But man said Boris Arteta. I'm telling you, man. The puppet, man. I'm sorry. Certain managers, I didn't really hear Pep talking like that. You know, Pep was saying this is wrong, blah, blah, blah. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, to be honest. And I think he should have come out a little bit better than that, Mikel Arteta. And I know some people will say it's not his fault. And the whole situation isn't his fault. I'm not blaming him for the situation at all. And I don't believe he knew about it much before the fans did. But you don't have to defend them. You know, there's a difference between distancing yourself from it and jumping in the, front line and saying, I respect what they've done. And they handled it all great. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. But hey, yeah, Arteta's got bills to pay, man. The man's seriously on the Kroenke train, man. He's telling you that he's in full support. A drive-through manager can't dictate the whole McDonald's menu. He can't. But what he can, the guy at McDonald's, if I say to him, what's your double cheeseburger like? He can say, it's all right. It's food, innit? Bread is bread, cheese is cheese. You know what I mean? I don't expect him to sell me and say this is the finest beef burger in the world and the bread is so soft and you're going to have the meal of your life. That's what Arteta's doing. Arteta's twerking for Kroenke, brethren. Man's twerking for him. Relax, man. Relax. Just say, you know what I mean? I didn't know about it. They've done what they've done. I apologize to the fans and we keep it moving. Stop twerking, man. Man's looking like Beyonce in front of Stan Kroenke, man. Relax yourself, Arteta. Jeez, man. It's crazy, man. But listen, bread is bread, eh? Cheese is cheese. We keep it moving. I will watch the full press conference. Maybe it'll sound a little different when I watch it, Damn, I want some McDoubles now. Yeah, McDonald's settings, man. But hey, cannot eat McDonald's anymore. You have to leave that food alone, man. Listen, let's move forward. Couple other things. Unbelievably, people. Arsenal play a game of football tomorrow against Everton. It feels like football doesn't exist. This has felt like one of the longest weeks ever. I sat there on Saturday evening and I thought to myself, I always try and plan content ahead. And I thought, we'll probably beat Fulham. It'll be a comfortable victory. And then it'll be a quiet week until the Everton game. We end up drawing with Fulham. And then the whole Super League thing pulls out. And it's been, a crazy week. Content left, right and centre. We play Everton tomorrow. I've got to admit, I'm not that excited for the game. We've got a lot of injury problems. Arteta went on to speak about that as well. And I'm kind of thinking, what team do we go with for this game? How strong do we go for this? Now, bear in mind, I was looking at one or two things. Villarreal were beaten 2-1 last night in the league by Alaves. Now, Alaves' striker last night was none other than former Arsenal player Lucas Perez. They beat them 2-1. Alaves were winning 1-0. Villarreal equalised and Alaves went on to win 2-1. Obviously not good for Villarreal. Another thing I was looking at, Arsenal play on Friday, of course, against Everton. Villarreal play on Sunday, so 2 days later, and they play Barcelona at home. So I'm hoping Lionel Messi runs riot against Villarreal. They're all chasing him. They're all tired. Couple of injuries. They've had 2 days less rest, a more difficult game. And hopefully we turn up on Thursday a little more prepared. Now, what team would you guys pick against Everton? For me, winning games is great. It will boost confidence. It is something that, of course, helps going into the game on Thursday. But at the same time, we've got 5 players out injured at the moment. And we can't afford to get any more injuries. You know, this is my problem. Big up Goffrey. If we lose tomorrow, it's the players, Curtis. Hey, Kevin Campbell would say that, man. Record week for Curtis Shaw TV. It's been a lot better than I expected. Let's put it that way. Big up Graylin. Big C, you always miss my chat. There you go. I ain't missed it, bro. Listen, Kevin Campbell's working for Sky tomorrow. I think he will be at the ground, but obviously inside the ground. So big up Kev. Look out for that on Sky. Jay Muller says, big up Curtis. Gutted I can't be with you and the fans on Friday. I'm still in Mexico. This is the protest I've been waiting for years, but my heart will be with all the Gunners. Come on, man. We're worldwide people. Like I said, a lot of Arsenal fans are in different parts of the world. Do what you can on social media. The hashtag Kroenke out is vital. Let's have that trending. And that's what you can do, man. That's what you can do. You're there in, mind and spirit, this, that, the other. So, we can still support. Martinet, listen, let's pick the team for tomorrow. I want your guys' opinions because I just recorded the Talk is Cheap show for this week. Look out for that. It'll be out tonight. Jordan Jarrett's on there as well, who works for Talk Sport and Channel 4 News. He was the news reporter that was reporting outside of Chelsea on Tuesday when all their fans were going mad. We were having a discussion. For me, this game is not overly important for Arsenal. And I think getting an injury to a vital player would be more damaging than anything else tomorrow. Big up Jake Rooks with the super chat. He said, Curtis, I think people, including myself in a way, have wanted Arteta to succeed and do the right thing so bad. It's just so disappointing to see all this. Listen, I want to make one thing clear, and I say this all the time, and I will always reiterate this. Whether I was a fan of Mikel Arteta getting the Arsenal job or not, I hope Mikel Arteta is successful. 100 million %. I think any of you that watch me on a regular basis, I feel no way putting my hands up and saying, I got that one wrong. If Mikel Arteta is successful, Arsenal Football Club is successful. We're all fans of Arsenal. Well, some of our fans are in the chat. But we win if that happens. I've got no problem with Arteta becoming a great Arsenal manager. But he has to be successful. To me, nothing less than winning the Europa League this season is enough. And that's just me. Arsenal Football Club cannot be accepting 9th in the Premier League. We finished 8th last year. So I think the trophy would be the get-out clause for him. So listen, thank you for your comment. The fan forum is not on TV. Unfortunately, I don't think it will be streamed or anything. There are a few people there who usually will tweet out everything that's being said. So look out for that. I think between 4 and 4:30, fans forum, Josh Kroenke is going to be there. And I'm really surprised at that, but it'll be interesting what he says. Yeah, like I said, keep trending. You're right. Keep trending Kroenke out. Right. We're going to pick the team. I want all your opinions on the team. There are 1 or 2 players that I would not play tomorrow. Now, Lacazette is out with his hamstring. Kieran Tierney is out. They haven't announced yet how long Lacazette is going to be out for. That worries me. Kieran Tierney, they're saying 2 or 3 weeks he will be back. So he would be back for the final if we made it there. Odegaard apparently is training today, but they're saying they're not sure he'll be fit enough to play tomorrow. I personally wouldn't risk him. Aubameyang apparently will start training on Saturday, so he won't be available for this game either. Hopefully Odegaard and Aubameyang will be fit for Villarreal. I wouldn't risk either one of them for this game tomorrow. So listen, let's pick the team. Thomas Partey is the one for me that I would potentially leave him out of this game. But let me know your thoughts. The goalkeeper situation is interesting. Do you play Matt Ryan again? Who probably deserves a chance again. I mean, he got a great flick-on header the other day. But does Leno need a game just to loosen off the cobwebs to get him ready for Thursday? That's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. I do like Matt Ryan. I feel like he deserves a chance. So I'm going to go Matt Ryan. We'll save Leno. So I'll give Matty Ryan another game, to be honest. In defense, I've already decided this. I want to see the partnership that we've all been asking, saying, can this partnership work? To me, this is the game to try it out. It's not the most, it's not the game that's going to define our season. I want to know if these two can play centre back together. I want to see if Pablo Mari, let me do the screen share, people. I want to see if Pablo Mari and Gabriel can play together. Can those two play together? We've seen everybody else play together. Pablo Mari and Holding. We've seen Gabriel and Holding. I want to see Pablo Mari and Gabriel. Can they play together? Some people say two left footers can't work, but you never know. If it was two right footers, no one complains, but two left footers, people think it can't work. For me, Gabriel and Pablo Mari have to start at centre back. I want to see that partnership. It could be a revelation. Can two left footers play together? A lot of people question it. I don't see it as that big a problem. Fullback positions is interesting again. Pablo Mari, this website's got no respect for him, man. He ain't even got a face. Right back and left back. See, this is interesting because Everton, if Richarlison plays on the left, then Callum Chambers could have a long, long day at right back. But then Hector Bellerin, I kind of just don't want to play Hector Bellerin at all. I just want to get him out of the club. But you may need his pace if Richarlison plays on the left. I think first of all, left back. I mean, will they play Granit Xhaka left back again? In fact, do you know what? I'm not going to play Xhaka. I'm going to play Cedric at left back. I'm going to play Cedric because I don't want to see Granit Xhaka at left back. So I'm going to go Callum Chambers because I'll be honest with you, I don't want Hector Bellerin playing. I just don't want him to play. I think he's a poor player and I want him sold in the summer. So I'll go with them two. Man said Cafu Chambers. I'll go with them two. It is what it is, isn't it? Listen, Leno or Ryan in goal, but I would go with that. Jay Muller said, I think Calvert-Lewin is out, so Richarlison might be centre forward. There you go. So Callum Chambers could probably get away with it at right back. The two centre mids, I mean, this is a tough one. I tell you something, and I'm saying this quite openly. I wouldn't play Thomas Partey in this game. I wouldn't play him. I would not play him. He is the one player for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of players. He is the one player for me more than anybody. We cannot afford to get injured, right? We've got a lot of injury problems at the moment. And I can't risk us playing him. This is if I'm picking the team. Chuckle Brother settings, bro. Chuckle Brother settings. You're saying that back line. I want to know what back line you would pick, though, Sam. Let me know. Listen, Kieran Tierney's out, so you got no left back. At centre back, I just want to see Gabriel and Pablo Mari play together. At right back, it's either Bellerin or Chambers. I don't want Bellerin anywhere near this team. I honestly don't. I wouldn't risk Thomas Partey at all. At all, people. If we won this game and Thomas Partey got injured, that's almost worse than us, drawing or dropping points in this game. I wouldn't play Thomas Partey. I wouldn't start him. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Would you play him? I'm with you, Big C. Players don't play well when they rest. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Game won't kick off till 2 a.m. due to the protest. Hey, the game could get cancelled. You never know. Let's have a look. I heard some rumours that Odegaard would be fit. They're saying he's touch and go, but I wouldn't risk him from the start, even if he is available. Partey will play. I think he will, but I wouldn't play him personally. In the number 10 role, I think you got to go Emile. Like I said, I wouldn't play Odegaard, even if he, they're saying he's 50-50. So why would you risk him? There's no point risking him. There's no point risking him. Let Indomie have a rest, man. You get me? Just chill, eat some noodles, relax, man. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. And then on the wings, I would go with Saka. I'll go with Bakayo on the right. And on the left, I'll go with Nico Ras, Clark Pepe. And then up front, we have no striker. No Aubameyang, no Lacazette. It's either a choice, Balogun, Eddie Nketiah, or the one that I would pick, Gabriel Martinelli. I think that can cause problems. A lot of youth, a lot of legs in that front four. I think Martinelli's pace would trouble the likes of Yerry Mina, the likes of Michael Keane. They're not the quickest at the back. I definitely want to see Balogun on the bench. I want to see Balogun on the bench and probably come on. But I think Martinelli, Pepe, and Saka with Emile Smith-Rowe in the 10, I think that would cause problems. You know, come on, man, that front four. You know how much energy we got in that front four. Nico Ross, Clark, Pepe, man. Don't worry, man. Balogun can come on last 25, you know. Bring him on. But listen, no way am I playing Thomas Partey in this game. No way. Aubameyang should be back for Thursday. Martin Odegaard should be back for Thursday as well. And, you know, I would save both of them. And I would rest Thomas Partey because for me, that is the one player. I mean, people are saying that midfield. I would rather play this midfield against Everton in a game that isn't going to affect us that much in the league than have this in the biggest game of our season. You know, I would just rest Thomas Partey, seriously. Big up the Jim Gooner TV. Would you play Eddie? Get him some Premier League minutes so we can get a decent price in the summer. I wouldn't have Eddie anywhere near this game. Yeah, if anyone's going to sign him, I mean, I don't think... And this game, I just think he would get bullied. I think he'd get bullied. I think Mina and them would bully him. I don't think he's got the pace or the movement that Martinelli has got to trouble those guys. You know what? The likelihood is he'll probably play Eddie. He'll probably play Eddie up front. Yeah, don't be surprised if you see Eddie start. Mikel Arteta will probably play him. He'll probably play Thomas Partey as well and risk him. So my team is no reflection of what I think Mikel Arteta is going to do. But I don't want Eddie anywhere near this Arsenal team. He's a player that I would comfortably sell in the summer. Comfortably get rid of. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. Yeah, I remember that. He played against Everton away and he got wrapped. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a difficult result in this game because I think that team I've picked there would still trouble Everton, but I think he'll pick a very different team to this. I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie plays. I wouldn't be surprised if Hector Bellerin plays. He may play Xhaka at left back and then play Thomas Partey in midfield with Ceballos. And like I said, I just would not risk Thomas Partey for this game. I really wouldn't. Saka should be rested, said Arsenal quit. I mean, he's played a lot of football. The one good thing, like I said, people, with us playing Everton on Friday, we have 6 days rest until the Villarreal game on Thursday, whereas Villarreal play Barcelona on Sunday, 2 days after us. And I'm hoping, I'll be watching that game, and I hope Messi runs them ragged. You know, I want to see them all over the place in that game. Another defeat, hopefully back-to-back defeats for them after they lost yesterday against Alaves with Lucas Perez playing. I would rest Saka. Yeah, I mean, you could rest Saka. Who would you play? Willian on the right? You could, you know. People saying, am I taking eggs or water balloons? Nah, that's some, what do you call it? These men are trying to get me locked up, man. I'm just going there to say my piece, people, and, you know. It's a peaceful protest. No eggs or water balloons, man. You know, people are talking about blocking the coach and not letting the players in the car park. They'll probably get there early. Barca v Villarreal 7-0. You're right, Brad. I could do a watch along, you know. I could do a watch along for that. And we can get a good look at them. I believe the game is on TV. So, yeah, I might. Dennis the Menace businessman. Do you know what I'm saying? Used to love that. You meeting with the I'm there, man. I'll be there, people. If you see me, come and talk, man. I'm there, people. I'll be there. Robbie, Laurie, everyone's going to be down there. So anyone who can make it, man, let's make it happen. I think there'll be a couple thousand people there, to be honest. Throw stale noodles at Josh. Yeah, throw some Indomie noodles at him, man. I'll watch the Barca game. Yeah, why not? I don't mind watching that. Let's get some tapered ops. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. I believe that game, I think it's on Sunday around 3 o'clock, so I may do that, but I'll keep you all informed for that. Curtis, what? Yeah, I'll do a watch along. Yeah, if you guys want to see that, as long as you'll tune in, I'll do the Barcelona Villarreal game on Sunday. Let me just double check what time that is. So they play on Sunday at 3:15. The only problem with that, right, is Man City against Tottenham at 4:30, Carabao Cup final. Well, yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do we'll figure it out. We'll do something. Maybe I could do that game and then go straight into the Tottenham Man City game. We'll do something, definitely. Live stream the protest so us Arsenal fans overseas can see it. I will do something. The problem is what's wild, right? The internet signal around the Emirates is terrible. I think they do it on purpose. So it's difficult to record, but I'm definitely going to try and get a little live video up on YouTube for you guys while I'm down there at the protest. So for people who are, can't make it, you can have a good look. If we start at 6, there's no way the club will be at the Emirates 2 hours before kickoff to avoid the protest. That's what I mean. They'll probably arrive at 4 o'clock and just get all the coach, all the players in, just so they know that potentially there could be a problem, Big up Cam. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, he said, big up Curtis. This is why I think you are so underrated. I wish I could go to the protest. Well, I'm at uni at the moment. Nah, no worries, man. People have got things to do. So, I'm sure myself, I'm sure AFTV and Robbie and people will cover it and show you some content. I'll try and do a little vlog if I can, some sort of vlog. I'd arrest Kroenke permanently. Get him out of the club, man. Stop the bus. Yeah, like you said, I think the bus will get there very early. Get the tape and then do an edit later. I'll do something. If the signal's bad, then I will do that. Obviously, if I can, I will do a live one. Barca live stream. What I'll probably do then is stream that into the Carabao Cup final. Hopefully, we could do something like that. Curtis, tell me if Arteta is coaching better than Graham Potter. I mean, he's not getting much out of these players, that's for certain. Emirates signal is dreadful. I think they do it on purpose, so it's very difficult to record down there, man. We will stop the bus. I'm looking to get outside the Emirates at 2. I think I've heard a lot of people saying that even though the protest says 6 p.m., they're going to be down there a couple of hours before that. So I think from about 4 p.m. you'll start seeing people down there. Over 800 of you in here, people. I'm out of here. It was a short one today. And just a quick one to preview the game. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will be back tomorrow, of course. Tomorrow is a big day. I've got Dan Potts on tomorrow at 2 p.m. From the same old Arsenal. It's got a very good footballing opinion as well. So join me for that tomorrow, 2 p.m. As soon as I finish, I'll be heading down to the Emirates, probably about 5 o'clock. And I will try and get coverage of the protest and hopefully show you guys content from there. I will be back for the live stream. As I said, there won't be a lot of build-up to that game. Usually I go live about 45 minutes before kickoff, but because of the protest, I probably won't get back till about 20, 30 minutes before kickoff. So the live stream will probably start around 7:45. So join me for that. And we'll have lots to talk about tomorrow. So 2 p.m., I'll be here with Dan Potts. 6 p.m., I'll be at the Emirates. Anyone down there, give me a shout. And about 7:45, live watch along Arsenal against Everton. Big day tomorrow. And let's see if this is the start, the beginning of the end of Stan Kroenke. People, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow, people. Bless.